Welcome everybody, joined by head swimming coach Brad Thornton, first interview of the year. So Brad, thanks for joining me. We're going to go over the 2014 men's and women's swimming schedule, kind of a schedule preview. So Brad, thanks for the time.
Absolutely.
You guys start September 8th. It's
Yep.
an incredibly long season, so we're going to kind of break it down into 5 parts. Take me through the preseason, all that practice time up until those first meet. I know the women start a week or so before the men.
Yeah.
But that first meet maybe against St. Peter's, and as you kind of prepare for the meet of your championship season.
Yeah, the first 6 weeks, it's it's mainly just practice. We try to get in a couple inter-squad competitions here and there, because 6 weeks of practice can be kind of tough. But the main key is just to get into racing shape. Sometimes the freshmen come in great shape, sometimes the team comes in great shape, sometimes they don't. Even if they are in great shape, they can break down a little bit and not really be in race shape. So spend a lot of time and work pretty hard, see what the freshmen have, see if the upperclassmen decide to kind of step up and challenge the freshmen, and sort of learn a lot about team dynamics during that time of the year.
For example, our spring sports are back now practicing. They have 2 weeks to prepare for their first events, and I know swimming's a little different. How do you keep the guys and the young women kind of really motivated to come into practice for those 6 weeks? Is that a challenge for you, or is it just something about the type of kids you have to recruit?
I think they just look forward to that first meet. It's kind of delayed gratification, so you can struggle, be tired, be worn down the first 3-4 weeks. But if you know you got to meet in 2 weeks, it makes it a little bit easier. So as I mentioned before, we try to do some inter-team competitions to kind of mix things up a little bit, get some racing in, just surprise them a little bit, and not do the same thing every week, every day. Let's just practice.
All right, well, that's part 1. Check back in a couple days for part 2.